Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Foods predictions for WWE TLC tables, ladders, chairs and stairs. Well, we've got a lot to talk about today because it looks like WWE has released a full card for a change, so let's start with the pre-show. Yay, there's a match on the pre-show. Woo! Granted, the match is The New Day versus Golden Stardust, so not a very important match, but let's take this opportunity to talk about the New Day. I think the WWE are doing them wrong. I personally feel like the New Day are heels. They're booked as baby faces currently, but they're heels. They're preachers. What kind of a preacher is a baby face? What are they going to preach about? People don't like being preached to, so that's when they come out and all they do is this overly happy clapping the hands thing, and you know it's something if it's something like clapping your hands and the crowd doesn't get along like they did on Monday Night Raw. If the crowd won't come along with your little clappy things, then something is seriously wrong. So they need a big change. Maybe part of it is the way they've been booked. As their debut on Raw, they lost, but yeah. But anyway, as for this match, I think the New Day's winning to try and build them a little bit, but I see them as a lower card at this current time. But if WWE wanted to switch them heel, then they might go places. Now let's jump forward to the main card, to the Tag Team Championship match, Miz and Mizdow versus the Usos. I think Miz and Mizdow is going to win this match, and I can pretty much call the entire thing. The match is going to start with Miz in the ring, then he's going to roll around a little bit, then eventually he's going to get beaten down, and as the Miz is in the ring, the crowd's going to go, "We want Mizdow, we want Mizdow," and it can build up, and then the Miz is going to power tag Sandow. He's going to come in, he's going to knock down a few people, then he's going to be very dominant, and then just as he's about to go to the victory, the Miz is going to tag himself in, hit the skull crushing finale and win the match. And you know what else? I'm okay with it happening like that, because then that will then again increase Mizdow a bit more, put a bit more heat on the Miz, and the Usos are just there as the tools to do so. Next is a chairs match between Ryback and Kane. Now, there is no possible thing on this planet that could make me even think about considering that Kane would win this match. Kane is losing. He's losing hard. It's a very boring match. To me, these two aren't going to collide very well. Both have their good points. I'm not saying they're bad. Kane's been in the industry for so long. He's good. But I don't think these two big guys are going to be able to work together and make a very good match. And adding chairs is just going to be swinging the chairs around, and Ryback's going to win. Next up is the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Luke Harper versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, this match, I don't mind who wins. I care about who wins, but I don't mind. Both guys are good. I personally think Dolph Ziggler might win. Next match is the United States Championship match, Rusev versus Jack Swagger. And this is the exact opposite. In the Intercontinental Championship match, I didn't mind who won. The United States Championship match, I don't care who wins. That being said, I guess Rusev wins because they are building him and it's a lot of energy to waste on Swagger. I seem to be on my own little island, not liking Rusev and seeing him for a clumsy git, but I don't like him at all. But Rusev should win this match, and there's rumours going around that he's going to face Cena at WrestleMania. I hate that, because if you're going to use this energy to build Rusev, at least give him to someone that can use it. I think if anything it should be Rusev versus Roman Reigns at some point, just to say, hey, Roman Reigns has vanquished this unstoppable force, and just build Roman Reigns. I'm not against Roman Reigns as a lot of people are. I think I like his look, I like his spear, I'm a massive fan of the spear. That's partly the reason why I love Edge so much. And I just like Roman Reigns, okay? but obviously I don't think he's quite as good as the top level as yet. These last few promos have impressed me as he's improved. Don't get me wrong, they're not the best promos in the world, but you can see a very, very vast improvement. So we'll see. It looks like he's took his time off to work on his promos. We'll see about that. But as for this, Rusev wins. Don't care. Next match, the TLC match. Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. Now, I have absolutely no idea how on earth this is a TLC match. There is absolutely nothing to hoist above the ring. Now, there are theories going around that this is going to be like the WWE SmackDown vs Raw, the original one, the 2005 release one. Yes, I played that game too much, so I actually know that and didn't have to research it, but still, where the winner of the match is the one that gets the pinfall, but you can use the tables, ladders and the chairs. I'm not so keen on that idea, because this is a TLC match and the second you start changing rules, it seems a bit but they could always say, hey, here's some, like, hey, I smashed up the chair, the rocking chair, and you're pissed at that, so let's hoist a part of the chair up and get that down as the winner of the match. That works. Something thrown away, but it doesn't mean anything. It shouldn't be a table ladders chair match. That being said, I think these two could work a table ladders chair match. It's just this feud, it's kind of, well, what are you going to put up there? You know, I don't know, say, hey, here's a white flag or a red flag or something like that hanging above the ring, and say, hey, that's whatever it is. It's a table ladders chair match is for something on the line that you put above the ring and you take it down, whether it's a contract or a championship or freaking anything. But this feud, it really doesn't need a table ladders chair match. But as I said, I think it's going to be an awesome match. It's just the fact of the matter is there's nothing to hoist above the ring. But I guess if they make it a pinfall finish, that then leads into, it makes it a lot easier to do a screw job finish. And I believe this is going to end in a screw job finish. Again, protecting both men. Again, meaning this is a very, very pointless match because they want to protect both men. Yes, I guess technically the last pay-per-view wasn't really a screw job finish, but it was very unclean. That was not the full stop. That was a promo on Raw Survivor Series match. That was a build-up match. There was nothing there. It was just, that was a build-up to this match, and I don't think this match is going anywhere. It would be nice for Dean Ambrose to actually get a win, but I believe at the moment they want to protect both men. So screw job. Next match is Eric Rollins versus Big Show in a, get this, steel stairs match. What the fuck is a steel stairs match? The only thing I can possibly think of, one of which will never happen, and that is a match that me and my good friend Jamie came up with. We called it a Stairways to Heaven match. Basically, it was a ladder match, but instead of a ladder we had the stairwell, and we tied I think it was this belt at the top of the stairs, and we had to fight up the stairs to retrieve whether it was a belt up there or whatever we put up there to win the match. But to me, if you were going to do that, you'd have a ladder match. Plus, I don't think the WWE would even consider a match like that, because it's very easy to recreate with kids, as we did, but still. The next match, which is probably the one that they're going with, is the legal weapon of choice is the steel stairs. This is moronic, as most matches involve the steel stairs. How many times in a match have you seen someone thrown into the steel stairs and not get disqualified? Yeah, I guess if they picked up the stairs and slammed it on their head or something, they get DQ'd. Fair enough. It's one of them upside down rules of the WWE. But I don't see this as, this is gonna be a what the fuck. It could have been anything else. Fuck it, make another chairs match. Fuck it, make it the only chairs match. Ryback and Kane don't need a chairs match. All he needs is Ryback to pick him up on his shoulders and slam him to the ground. But yeah, you see, it worked on Raw with Eric Rowan coming out with the steel stairs over his head to use as a weapon. Because what that says to me is he's crazy. So he goes backstage. He's like, I want to run out and I want to interfere in this battle that's going on, and I want a weapon. He looks around. He sees the chairs. He sees the pipes. He looks around. He sees tables and trays, anything he could possibly use, and then he sees the steel steps, and he's like, yes, that will be my weapon of choice, because I am a crazy person. That kind of works. Building a whole match around the premise, don't like it. That being said, winner of the match should be Eric Rowan, but the bigger thing I have, other than this steel stairs match, is why the fuck isn't this pay-per-view Eric Rowan versus Luke Harper? That makes so much more sense. I have a suspicion they're trying to save it till WrestleMania, but in that case they should have waited longer before either splitting up the Wyatt family or turning one of them heel. This is too early. That's why you have to have these filler matches that are just pointless, stupid matches for no apparent reason. Next match, Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee for the Divas Championship. Nikki Bella wins. Longer match than Survivor Series. Yawn. It actually gives me a bit longer to go to the toilet, I guess. So then finally, tables match, John Cena versus Seth Rollins, and if John Cena loses the match, he gives up his #1 contendership for the WWE Championship. Yet again, we have an out-of-the-box stipulation to make up for the fact we don't have a WWE Championship match. I'm not going to go on about it for too long because I feel like I'm beating it like a dead horse. But again, no title shot, I can't be asked doing the math. So, John Cena versus Seth Rollins has this stipulation, which I have two minds about. Maybe the WWE has realised their mistake with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar again. I doubt it. And they are using this match as a get out of jail free clause. Or the more likely one, they just put it in to say, hey, this is something on the line, now shut up about the championship. I'm never gonna shut up about the championship. It's almost like they're treating a #1 contendership as a championship. It's stupid. So as much as I would like to see someone other than Cena fight Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, which there bloody well better be a Brock Lesnar match at the Royal Rumble no matter who it's against, I am pretty sure this is just another filler match. Plus they're building it as a, oh, Cena's lost table matches before by accident, like falling off the top rope, Sheamus. But because they're throwing that in your face and I haven't have to tell you that that happened, they're telling you that I do believe that it's oh, it might happen, but it's not gonna happen. Well, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll tell you what, let me know what you think about the Brock Lesnar Championship not being defended for so long. I really want to know what you guys think, so put that down in the comments below. And if you like this episode, please like, favorite, subscribe, and if there's anyone else you think would like to know my predictions on this pay-per-view, then share away. I very much appreciate it. I am the Food. Thanks for listening.